This is exciting. I usually use my iPad. We'll see if anyone joins here on our little lunchtime. Uh, a little lunchtime stream here. What does the plus button do? Oh, start a poll? Okay, or a Q&A. Dang, we got so many more options. We can share. Dang. It's a lot fancier on your phone instead of your freaking iPad. Maybe we'll get more viewers too. We'll see. Let us see. Let's do. I like this. It's really windy here where I live in. So it's gonna be perfect for a wind chime post. Import selected. Gosh, I already ate my lunch today too, and I'm still hungry. I hate that when that happens. Keep. It's like I could just use a lot more. I brought a lot of lunch too today. What about him? Hey Jason, what's up, dude? Long time no see. Hope all has been well. Jason, if I remember correctly, you're our aspiring monk, right? You're gonna be a monk? Is that correct? We have two Jasons. We either have our monk Jason or we have our other Jason who works at a fiberglass factory. I should just make notes for everyone and keep little index cards so I can remember. Because I appreciate people that tune in regularly. He's gone. Hopefully he's still here. We got some bottles we need to go over and fill here too, but fiberglass Jason. Okay, cool. Okay. You know, let's just hold on. I'm gonna take a note. Gonna make notes here, so that way I can't. I hate when I forget. You know, I feel like such a butthead. We'll just make a little note here. You know, what's up, everyone? Holy moly, we're. Hey, Clinton. We're just talking about our different viewers here, and some of them live stream viewers. There's always that saying where you read it, write it, and then you teach it, and those three steps will those three things will help you really retain your memory and stuff, you know. Nice. Yeah, this kid, the other Jason, he's aspiring to be a monk, and he's a super cool kid. Oh, interesting. Do you like that, or do you? What's your thoughts on that? Yeah, Clinton, we're just talking about our viewers here. It's my lunchtime, and I'm just editing some photos. Hey, Duck Boy, what's up, dude? Shireus, hey, welcome. Yeah, most people just call me Max. Some people will call me Flying 90 or 90. Oh, look at all these bottles. It's definitely lunchtime then. So maybe we'll have to put a pause on editing these photos and we'll go fill some bottles really quick. If you guys want to tag along. But it is 12:43 here where I am. It is a heckin' windy day here in California. Ooh, that's nice. I wish I could show you both screens because I'm using my phone now to live stream while I edit on my iPad. But we're having a great day. Hopefully you guys are having a great day too. Hopefully you guys have something that you're working for, you're something you enjoy every single day, you know? For me, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, right? I didn't bring my... Every day I come to here, I try to bring my running stuff. And... Oh, sir, we're out of bottles. Hey, Hasnain? Hasnain? How do you say that? Thank you. I appreciate that. As the kids would say, steez. Do they still say steez? Still a thing? What's style with ease, right? I just keep up with the lingo, you know. We're having a fantastic day over here. Editing photos. Well, in the meantime, I'm filling bottles right now. These kids. I know, right? Some of their lingo just doesn't make any sense, and I'm just like, did we sound that dumb when we were kids, you know? I don't think so. You know, I'm from the generation of saying like sick and dude and tight, stuff like that, you know, and now I hear what the kids are saying, and it just gives me a headache almost, you know? Skibidi, skibidi, something like that. Riz. Silly. The Rizzler. I'm the Rizzler. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely your mama jokes. Your mama jokes will never get old. And also, that's what she said. I don't know how that started or why, but yeah, that's what she said was always a good one. Jason, I feel like we're kind of around the same age. I was born in 1990. And then if I hear how old you are, I have a question for you. Then that will be this is gonna probably make us both laugh, right? 83. Your mom jokes have been around since. Oh, you're born in 83. Okay. I was like, wait a second, dude. You're 83 years old. And they've been doing Yo Mama jokes since. Okay, so you don't have to comment like where you are if you don't want to. Like what part of? I'm assuming. Oh yeah, that's right. You're on the East Coast. Sorry. Did you hear on your side from your school about Marilyn Manson removing one of his ribs so he could perform fellatio on himself? That's just something that has spread like wildfire. You know, like all over middle school and grade school. I don't even know how that started. Oh, that's great. I snorted a little bit. Hopefully you didn't catch that. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but that's hilarious. If there's one thing we can all agree on, is that Marilyn Manson removed one of his ribs. I wonder what ChatGPT would say on that, if it has any insight to how that got started and stuff, you know? Oh, interesting. Huh. I haven't heard that one, but I'm not doubting it, but that's a new one. Interesting. Okay, do you guys want to go on a little field trip? We were editing photos, but we're gonna have to go fill some bottles now because the kids have used bottles. It's funny how just rumors like that, you know, just cross state lines and cross the continents. That's hilarious. Good old Marilyn Manson. He just came out with a new album too, and it's honestly not that bad. Let's see, hopefully my glasses don't turn on to the. It might work as an external microphone here. Gosh, it is so windy here on the Central Coast. The Central Coast of California, that it has completely taken my my allergies for a joyride. Like, oh, look at all that. Oh, that's just water. I say, look at all that dust. It's annoying. Having allergies are annoying. Can you guys still hear me? Hope you can still hear me. Nice, I bet. I think that might be the one I heard him talk about on the radio where, like, oh, another band was talking about it. And, like, there was all these, like, flames, fire and stuff. And, like, flags burning. Does that ring a bell? Is that making sense? So, yeah, I work here at a fire academy. If you guys are new here, I fill air bottles. It's basically my entire shtick or my entire job. Basically, I used to be the SCBA tech, but then he outsourced my job to Pennsylvania. So now I'm just the glorified bottle filler here, basically. Nice. Boy. Okay, now let's go to the compressor. Fill these babies up. Golly, it's windy. Holy moly. I closed the bay door because I was trying to keep a giant wind tunnel from happening. Yeah, sweet. I was thinking about getting the DJI just came out with a new Osmo like equalizer, and I thought that might be nice for doing stuff like this, like live streams. Like, I wonder if people would want to watch the stream if I was running, like live streaming my running, but then holding the Osmo out like this, the entire time. I'm gonna get some freaking sweet at guns though. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. Is it streaming somewhere? Yellow Jackets. I'll have to check it out. What's it about? Grab some bottles here. It's insane, and it's on Netflix. All right, well, usually when I stream on my iPad, no, I look stuff up on my phone, right? But I left my iPad back there as we're obviously editing photos. Make you happy now. Check it out. I like some good stuff. You know, it's funny. There was only 4 bottles on the tailboard, so I was like, I'll chill for a little bit, eat my lunch, and wait for them to have 8 more, and they just dropped off like eight more. So now we're up to 12. I'm like, awesome. But they're about to go on lunch soon here in 5 more minutes, so it'll be easy to catch up. I usually like to work through my lunch anyways, or work through their lunch just to get caught up on bottles and makes it easier for myself. It's interesting to me how like a few days ago I did a live stream where I just filled all the bottles from the air consumption test, and it got like almost 100 viewers. Golly, okay, that sounds really awesome. Definitely sounds like something I'd be interested in. Is it? I wonder if it was a book too. I read a lot. Hey, were all the girls in yellow jackets? There's a we have it's called the Flower Festival every year, and there's volunteers that they're in yellow. You can't see this, but I'm doing air quotes right now. But they always wear yellow jackets, and when those people put on them yellow jackets, they get they get extremely authoritative, and this is their time to shine, and probably the only time out of the year that they have any kind of authority on anyone, and they really take it with pride. They're pretty, honestly, like pretty rude people. Oh, gotcha. Oops. We don't we don't need that yet. It's funny, that makes me think of a story. One time when we were like younger, my dad we were messing with my dad, and my sister's like, "Do you remember, Dad, when I played soccer?" And he's like, "What? You didn't? You played soccer?" He's like, "Yeah, I was on the Ponytails." And my dad was just so confused about that. We got him good. What do you think? I wonder what this button does. Retouch? Do I look better? I honestly can't tell the difference. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching the stream. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up button. Thank you guys for subscribing. The whole 9 yards. We got 3, 6, 9 to go. How's life in the fiberglass factory, Jason? It is pretty wild watching people like build fiberglass boats, and they have those like molds and stuff, and I just when I think about that stuff like fiberglass, my skin just feels so itchy. It's probably annoying since the microphone is like so close to my face now. Hearing me have to clear my throat because of the wind. I feel that.
I definitely feel that. It's taken me a while. It took a lot. It's like just what was that on? Was that an Andrew Huberman clip or not? I think so. It was talking about how like it compared your mind and doing stuff like that to your to like working out, and how you have to kind of warm up in order to do stuff like that. You can't just go finish reading an entire book. You have to warm up. I was like, oh, dang, honestly, that kind of makes sense. So does your ADHD only affect like reading and stuff like that, or does it also affect TV shows and movies? Because I can't sit through a movie to save my life. I either get bored and get on my phone, or I fall asleep. And honestly, it's kind of sad to say, but nice. Multitasking's fun. There's a lot of shows out there nowadays that could definitely be like movie. There's movie pace and then there's TV pace. And TV pace starts to kind of like really piss me off because it moves so slow, and it's like, okay, we gotta drag this out. Let's have an hour-long show, but we're gonna make it last 12 episodes. And oh gosh, so annoying. Give me a 30-minute episode like Modern Family, and that makes sense. But other shows like, I don't want to talk shit on anyone's favorite show or not, but shows like Yellowstone, for instance, or basically anything on Apple TV is besides like Ted Lasso just moves so slow, and gosh, even The Mandalorian moved a little too slow for me. Hey Clint, what's up, dude? Good to see you today. Great to see you. We're just out here at the college now, filling bottles. We were editing photos during our lunch, but they dropped off a whole rack of bottles, so we decided to get that done. How's the yard work going today, Clint? I thought about switching to my overalls too. Nice. Some of my favorite, I don't know if that's the right word here, but some of my best napping is right after I wake up. I do like going back to sleep in the morning, like when you have that ability, it's like ah. But I've been consistently getting up at 6:30 now, so that's good. Right around 6:30. Haven't felt too groggy. I've been feeling actually pretty well rested. Let's see. Is this telling my sleep? Hmm. Dude, I love Modern Family, but Claire Claire's starting to really bug me. I can't tune. I have to tune her out. She's such a narcissist, and she always changes the narrative so she comes out the victim or on top, and she never can do anything wrong. And I hope I don't ruin the show for you. It's funny, Clint. I'm a serial napper. Um, Between like 1 and 3, I would just pass out if I had the ability. If I didn't have to work that day, boom, 1 to 3 would be napping. Go for a run around 12:30, and then come home and take a nice nap. Nice, dude. Heck yeah. You're so close to 500. Have you figured out where you're gonna release your shirts, or are you doing shirts? I know you talked about hats and walking staffs. But hey, one you could already honestly you could just start releasing shirts right now. I'm sure I'll buy one for sure. But I know more people out of the 258 of us will definitely buy shirts. I love that we all like watch each other stream and we kind of know each other. I think that's neat. We're all in this together. We're all flying through through the universe on this big rock, and we're all in it together, right? I'm getting pretty close to 2,000 over here. I was like 1,957, I think was the last time I checked, or 56. But even though like since I've been streaming so much, nice. That'll be super cool, Clint. Even with all this streaming I've been doing, I look at my watch hours on the analytics page, and it's still not really going up too well. I'm just like, what's going on, YouTube? Are you trying hard not to get us all monetized? Like, that is the goal, to monetize my channel, right? Like, I mean, I'm sure ads get played anyways, right? So I might as well be the one getting the money, not YouTube. I think what the monetization mark should just be subscriber based. Like, sure, okay, you won't get as much money if your watch hours aren't as much, but okay, you know. But hit 3,000 watch hours for the year. That's crazy. I'm stuck at 717, and no matter what I do, I don't really see much fluctuation at all between that. Oh snap! So they're custom shirts then. That's gonna be fancy. Does that cut into your production costs, or what the heck? That's crazy. Oh, you smoking a cigarette? Well, straight to jail. YouTube's getting a little crazy. I mean, I don't want to say that too loud because, right? That's why I have my merch store through Bonfire, and they make good stuff. I've bought some stuff off there, and I like the quality. It's really good. Oh, gotcha. I used to work at a screen printing shop, so I kind of have a little experience, knowledge of that stuff, and just they were really hard. They were really pushing like shirts that had basically one design on the front, single color. Because that was kind of the easiest for them and stuff. And I was like, oh, I get that, I feel that. But my shirts are all they're all on demand, meaning like I don't have to hit a quota or a quantity for them to get delivered out to the people. So I won't make as much. Um, Seriously, huh? I don't make as much per shirt, but it makes it easier for people to just go buy one instead of having to buy one and then wait for 10 other people to buy one. Because like I've said a few times, the only people who ever bought something from my merch store is my girlfriend and my dad. And since I'm on my phone here, I can't uh, I can't add my link to the live stream here. But yeah, how's everything else been, Clint? Your doctor's appointment good? The medication's doing good? I do have a question though. Like, do all those monsters you drink, do they have any effect on everything else in your medical history? There's a lot of caffeine in those babies, and don't get me wrong, I do love a good monster. The real punch is my favorite flavor. The regular old green monsters is they're a little too sweet for me now. But the real punch, if you see those in the store, stuck one back for old Flying 90. I haven't had any caffeine in over 21 days now at the very least. I couldn't tell you the last time I've had an energy drink, but I go through cycles, where I don't drink them and then I drink them. Um, what the heck? Oh, no worries at all. I just appreciate you watching and subscribing. Heck, I'd probably send you one if you had a PO box or something, some kind of address that you feel comfortable sharing besides like your home address, which I totally get. But when I seem like I'm on the energy drink kick, I get sick easier. Like the only thing that changes in my diet and routine is just the energy drinks, and I feel like it hampers my. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I would be like one or two energy drinks, maybe one a day, but then I switched to coffee, and I got that down to where I was pretty happy, like with the doing it at home, and then when I'm at work, so I can't really talk too much about it, but I just decided to quit everything cold turkey, and I feel really great. Interesting. Oh, oh, gotcha. That's it. That's wild. One of the medications would be make you sleepy. Do they have like a warning label on the medication saying like this may cause drowsiness and don't drive or operate heavy machinery? And it's like, well, how am I supposed to take this throughout my day if it's gonna make me sleepy and I can't operate heavy machinery? It's like, come on now. They're like you said in your stream, you have to. They're kind of forcing you to take these medications for you to keep up your hunting and fishing license, right? And it's like, well, here, take. I'm just laughing at I'm just laughing at the hypocrisy of the medical field, or the rules and stuff. Sweet, that works too. Now I just got to wait to get paid so I can send out shirts. March should be a good month though for me. Like the flower shop that I run their social media for. Oof, nothing like that food coma, right? The flower shop I run their social media for maybe every other month or 2 months at a time, I should say. So that's cool. Then next month I'm also filming ultra marathon. It's called Nine Trails. I'm excited for that, but parking should be a little bit. Oh, I love a good Dr. Pepper. That's like my go-to drink. Dr. Pepper or root beer. Three bottles to go. It's funny too. I use my phone as a hotspot to stream with my iPad, but now I'm just I bet. um, I was like, oh, you can't use your iPad to stream, but here, use your phone and basically do the same exact thing, but the data will be faster because it's just your phone data. My mom, Clint, she's on a whole rack of different medications because of her heart surgeries. She's had 4 of them now. I looked through her list of medications and stuff just so I'm like, I think I should kind of know what kind of stuff you're on, right? Like, if I'm the person that's going to have to call 911 or what have you, I should kind of know what's going on here. Um, and there's like just pages and pages of just information about the drugs and stuff. And I'm just like, what the heck? You got to be a freaking doctor to understand this stuff. Interesting. Clint, have you ever heard of the band Suicidal Tendencies? Exactly, Jason. There's a song called Painkillers by Limp Bizkit that talks about how they don't make cures, they just make customers. Big Pharma. But Clint, Suicidal Tendencies has a song called Institutionalized. And when you mentioned institution, it made me think of that song. Uh, Clint, there's one question I've had for you. I mean, you do live in Texas, right? Like Southeast Texas to be exact. And I can't really, I don't want to stereotype the people there, but I can't really imagine that they're going to be too, hey, old timers, good to see you, dude. It's been a while. I can't really imagine they're too accepting of outside information, for lack of a better word, right? Like with the Quran and stuff like that. It's funny. I don't want to say it over and over because YouTube will flag that word, but ST was actually performing a show like a little bit close by me up north, and I'm just stretching my hips out here. They were hyping it up, saying it was all the original. Right. That's a fun way to put it. That's my favorite thing about like I know Texas isn't the South. I That's been made very clear to me, but like Southern people just have so much fun sayings, and it's awesome. But the band ST was playing up north, right? And it said on the flyer like original members, and I was like, these guys don't look like the original members. Like, where's Mike? And so I looked him up, and yeah, these guys were in the band in kind of the beginning, but they definitely weren't the original members. And I was like, that's some kind of false advertising. ST, ST. They sent me to an institution, said it was the only solution to get me professional help, protect me from the individual myself. All I wanted was a Pepsi, and you wouldn't give it to me. Just one Pepsi. Right. That kind of bugs me, or like different bands, they'll do like, oh, they're performing, and then you click on it, and it's like, well, it's just a DJ set. Like, well, I don't know. I don't want to see a DJ set. Go to a high lung. What's that? Who's high lung? Right now on my list, I'd really like to see Tool. I've seen AFI, but I'd like to see them again. Um, who else? I'd like to see Creed. Blow me up in the comments, but I'd like to see Creed. System of a Down still touring, but Surge is out now. He has some kind of medical issues where he's like stepping away from the band. I'll have to look at my phone. I'd like to see Limp Bizkit live. That'd be cool. Coheed and Cambria would be a really cool concert to see too. Okay, okay, I like that. Have you ever heard of the band called Wind to Rose? They have a, it's like rock and roll, but they're also like have a pretty heavy guitar and stuff too. They call themselves dwarves. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, dig a hole, digging a hole. Which would be cool to see. I really, really want to see Kid Rock's house. Like, is it true that I don't see why it wouldn't be true, but I really want to see that he has a replica of White House as his house. And there isn't really much information online about it as far as pictures go. Like, what? That's pretty crazy. My name's Kid Rock. Shine Down, yeah. And Hinder, heck yeah. We all kind of like the same music up in here. But yeah, if I could see Tool, that would be awesome. So we're going to do bottle fills. We'll turn the compressor on now. I didn't want to blast your guys' eardrums. Yeah. That's awesome. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Dig a hole. Digging a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm Watch me get. Hey! Hey, Jans! Welcome. Gotta drop off these balls here now. I should have parked the cart so you guys could see me better. So this thing behind me, it actually, yeah, I know, right? Danny's incredible. And I was always just like a fan of the band, you know, since middle school. But then finally decided to like look them up and actually get to know the band, for lack of a better word. Yeah, you're right. Danny's insane. I wonder if his house was affected by the wildfires, because supposedly he lives in Malibu. It's funny. Usually when I fill like that many bottles, I'll come out from filling, and there will be literally 8 more. It's like, why didn't y'all swap them out at the same exact time? Or they'll wait till the very end of lunch to change out their bottles. It's like, what the heck? Why did you? Oh, because I didn't want a lunch either. These kids are weird. Another band, I really want to see this band called ASG, and they're an East Coast band from Wilmington, North Carolina. And I've been a fan of them since like 2004. My hip's feeling really tight. Cradle of Filth. Okay, I've heard of them. Jeff's getting his weld on right now. Oh. But yeah, okay, now we can go back to editing photos. There's gonna be bottles to fill. Poor lungs. That song's stuck in my head now. Dig a hole, digging a hole. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Dig a hole, digging a hole. Avenged Sevenfold. Ooh, I've never seen Avenged Sevenfold. I love them though. Or I like Seven Deaths as well. If you guys are wondering what this sticker's all about. Like, what? Do you hate carrots, Max? No. Hey, Ian. Sorry if I don't want to miss your chat here. Um, there's this company called Grimway Bolthouse that they're from Harvard. Hopefully it doesn't kill the stream. I'm taking my glasses off because that's where the microphone's coming from. They've come out to the Cuyama Valley and they have the money to buy up all this land and stuff. And so now they're pushing out the water. They're taking over the water rights and taking away. I've got a tight butt all of a sudden. They're taking over all the water rights from generational farmers, and they've overturned the water table and like really screwed up the area. So it's a gosh dang shame, that giant corporations can come in there and do that. So there's all these protests saying like, no way to Grimway Bolthouse and the no carrots and stuff like that. Oh, let's see what happens. Fine. Digging a hole, dig a hole. Aluminum's hard to weld, right? That's kind of a specialty. Specialty kind of thing. My brother-in-law is an iron worker, so he does stick welding. Tell you guys what, the worst concert I've ever been to. I've seen him like 3 times now. It's Blink-182. They are one of the worst live bands ever. I would not recommend seeing Blink-182. Just watch them on YouTube and get your fix, and you can watch them on YouTube and completely understand the kind of concert you'd go to. And they suck. Mark is great. Mark is great. Travis is great, but Tom sucks live. This is a little controversial too, but I honestly liked Blink-182 more when it was Mark, Travis, and Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio. We're trying to fight. I can't. Oh, giant corporations coming in and taking water rights away from the locals. It's good. I fully support that message. And I'm like, when you said against, I thought you said Rise Against, and I was like, that's a great band too. I've seen them live before and really enjoyed myself. Like Rise Against is great. They got good music to just get you all pumped up for whatever you got to do. AFI was great live. I've seen My Chemical Romance. That was good too. So now we wait. Now we wait for more bottles. Boy. Blink kind of seems like one of those bands where you either like them or you don't like them. So I'm going back to some editing here. This. Take this. They still haven't Stained with Aaron Lewis. I lost a lot of respect for Aaron Lewis when he did that whole airport thing, and he went up to some other musician, and was like, "Hey man, don't forget your roots." And he's like this country artist now, right? And it's like you're a rocker and Stained, you don't. Oh, excuse me, don't come across like
you haven't forgotten your roots, you know. What's going on here? Everyone's. Bugs, stay out. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole, dig a hole. My favorite concert. Ooh. Unleashed Archers. Unleash the Archers. I'll check that out. Like, honestly, this is gonna sound pretty funny though. So, back in 2018, I was hanging out with my buddy Trevor at the lake. We were camping, right? And it was just him and I. Everyone else went home already. And I still had the campsite for one more night, so I called out my buddy Trevor, and he came out and he just kicked it. We were drinking, you know, having some adult beverages here, and and so I ended up buying 8 tickets for Rise Against, just thinking, oh yeah, my friends will want to go to this, you know. 8 tickets, a whole row basically. They were way up in the nosebleeds, which I would highly recommend because A, it was closer to the bathroom up there, and then B, it was also really close to the beer tent. And mind you, I don't drink. So then fast forward to the concert, you know, 6 months later, and there's only 4 of us, and we had the entire section. And honestly, that was a lot of fun for us. I thought that was cool having, you know, you don't have to worry about people like. We just went to. My girlfriend and I went to this band called Lost Dog Street Band. They're out of Tennessee right now, and they play like bluegrass kind of stuff. We went to them over on Halloween, actually, Halloween night, and it was a really small venue. It was cool, but there's all of these like hipster dudes. You know, a lot of people call me hipster for some weird reason because I have a beard, but there's always like hipster dudes with their get up and all that shit, and they were there, and all these guys kept standing in front of my girlfriend, like pushing her out of the way, and they spilled beer on her, and so that kind of really tainted it for me. I honestly kind of forgot where I was going with the story, but it's just like, you know, having that's right. So having all your own space at a concert is kind of nice, especially in your 30s and 40s and up there. Please create caption. Now this wind lately is perfect to make our wind chimes. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Lost Dog Street Band. Benjamin Todd and his wife Ashley, they were like homeless, right? And they would train hop and stuff like that all around the country, just performing, and really great music. But I've kind of stopped listening to a lot of their stuff because Nolan Taylor opened up for him. That was super cool. He's such a nice guy. They say a lot. They talk a lot about the kind of music you listen to influences your attitude and your mindset, right? So I try really hard not to listen to pretty sad stuff like their music. If that makes any sense. You know, a lot of Tool music is actually pretty kind of like positive. At least Lateralis, that album is pretty positive in my opinion. No worries, man. I'll be here. Maybe. We're 5 minutes out from. What's up, dude? You want to? Right now? Yeah, you want to say hi to everyone? You're gonna be like the what was that show? The Tool Time, where the guy with the fence, you know?
Yes, that's all I am.
Do you need help with something?
No. I was trying to log.
Don't worry, no one's. I can turn off the.
yesterday while I was in the weight room, and it wouldn't log in because I wanted to troll you like, oh, that looks too easy, blah 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 blah. I just wanted to just troll you and then see if everybody just come
I got some pretty good moderators. They're feisty in the chat.
There you go. That's what I was trying to do though, but it wouldn't let me log in.
Yeah, I like being in the crowd too, especially for Lost Dog Street Band. I was like, this is one of my favorite bands. I want to be up close and personal. The last time I was in a mosh pit though was 2019. I feel like I'm aging myself here, but I'm younger than both of you and Clint, right? 2019, there's this place called the Surf Ranch, which is, it's like 4-ish or 5-ish hours away, 3 to 5 hours away from me, right? Kelly Slater's Surf Ranch, and it was the first. Yeah, that was the first one. It was the first ever WSL World Surfing League, and they had an event at the Surf Ranch, and so it was all day watching professionals surf at this contest, and then at night, the reason why we wanted to go is because it was going to be Blink-182 was going to perform, even though we hate Blink-182 live. But then Travis was sick or something. Something came up and Blink-182 couldn't perform anymore. So Social Distortion filled in for him, and this one like older dad was kind of pushing me around, like physically pushing me. So then I pushed him into the mosh pit, and the next thing I know, he grabs my arm, and then I'm in the mosh pit, and then my sister's like, I just saw it all with my own 2 eyes, like, you got pushed down, and it felt like I was watching Mufasa in The Lion King, and everyone else was the antelopes, and you were getting trampled all over. And I got this big old cut on my knee, and it was a good time. So yeah, like Social Distortion at the Surf Ranch was the last mosh pit I've been in. Now I just feel a little too old for that kind of stuff. It hurts my back. I don't want to get all sore the next day, from moshing. I like watching the videos though with like they're old videos now, but it's like Lamb of God, and they do the Wall of Death and stuff like that. Mudvayne, nice. The radio station I listen to, it's called Turbo on Sirius XM, and the lady's Shannon Guns is married to the lead singer of Mudvayne. Just a little fun fact. She talks about it all the time. As most of you guys know, I'm married to the lead singer of Mudvayne. Right on, Shannon Guns. Good for you. This one lady, she used to come. I used to work at a brewery pouring beer. I was like the head. I was the taproom manager of this place, and she would come through there and the other like drinking place right by us, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you have a beard just like my son." And I'm like, "Cool, right on. Like, who's your son?" And she's like, "His name's Porter." And she's like, "Let me pull up a photo." She goes to Google, and she pulls up Atreyu, and the bass player's name is Porter, and he does have a giant red beard. And I was like, "Wait a second, your son is the bass player for Atreyu?" She's like, "Yeah, you've heard of them?" I was like, "Yeah." And so she kept like talking, going on and on about him, and I was like, "Well, can we go to an Atreyu concert? They're gonna be playing at House of Blues. Do you got the hookup? You got some tickets, Mom?" And then that obviously fell through. And then I saw her again, a few months later, and she's like, "You only want to talk to me because my son's in Atreyu." I'm like, "Well, I feel like you're kind of going out here on a limb here, thinking that your son is this or your son is that." And I haven't seen her since. Mind you, I don't go out to those places anymore. But I just don't really have any interest hanging out with. My freaking hip. I don't really have any interest hanging out in breweries and bars and stuff. When I don't drink. It's been I'm going on 2 years here. And I saw a buddy the other day, and he's like, "Do you still live in town?" I'm like, "Yeah, where would I go?" And he's like, "Well, I just never see you out and about." And I was like, "Well, I don't really, since I haven't drank anymore, I don't really have any interest in those places." He's like, "Well, you can still hang out," and I don't know, just wasting my time in those places, just like I'm saying, it doesn't really have any interest in me, to me. Slipknot was crazy. I bet. We weigh the same. I'm a little taller though, only by an inch and a half. I'm proud of that 5'9.5". The other day I looked at my water bottle and I didn't clean it in a while, and there's all this mold in there. So now every time I refill it, I'm always doing a mold check. Slipknot's an interesting band to me. Like, I really like them. I'm not talking shit. It's funny how there's musicians in the band, and then there's also the guy that just bangs on the keg, you know? I can just picture him being like, "Yeah, I'm in Slipknot," and it's like, "Oh, no way, dude, what instrument do you play?" He's like, "I'm the guy with the bat that just bangs the keg the entire time." And it's like, "Oh, cool, right on, man." I guess. I mean, good for you that you made that your career, right? Like, hopefully it doesn't. Come on. Sometimes this card reader doesn't work sometimes. It's really annoying. If people can't sing the lyrics to Duality, at least just the intro, it's just, you can't be trusted. It's just so beautiful. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I push my fingers into my eyes. You guys didn't realize you were coming here and you got such a free concert, right? It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache, but it's made of all the things I have to take. I wonder what that line means that says that Jesus will never rent. Does that just mean Jesus was a homeowner? Jesus will never rent, push his way inside. If the pain goes on, cake hit. Cake hit. They were all just hanging out. Like, you know what? This song would just make this song a lot better as a keg hit right now. And then once we all start playing our music, we're just gonna have you just bang the heck out of this keg the entire time. Stone Sour? Yeah, Stone Sour has some good songs. What about Through the Glass? Classic. Anyone that's ever been sad before can hear that song and just be like, yes, Corey Taylor, I feel this song. Or is there another side project you're talking about? Actually, Max, Corey Taylor's in the Goo Goo Dolls. Which would just blow my mind if you said that. Pushing, looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that it feels like forever. No one ever tells you that forever really come. Spinning all alone inside your head. Cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. All I know is that feels like forever. No one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. In the sky. Slipknot actually just played a like a low-key concert down in Joshua Tree at one of the bars randomly, and it must have been really cool to see it live, but from the YouTube performance, it looked like they were just starting, like a brand new band almost. If that makes sense. And I don't know, it was interesting. I have screamed until my face collapsed. I've waited as my time's elapsed. Now all I do is live with so much hate. I wish for this, I picture that. I've left behind these little facts. You cannot kill the shit I create. It's crazy how like how much music, like lyrics wise, at least for me, I can remember, but I couldn't tell you what I had for lunch yesterday, you know? Just simple things like that, or I'm kind of terrible with names. Like you even saw Jason, I was like, are you Monk Jason or are you Fiberglass Jason? And now we have notes for that kind of stuff, but I could sing Duality. It's interesting how the mind works, you know? But also too, you know, how many times have I listened to Duality since the first time I've heard it? I'd like to see Korn live. That'd be cool. Static X looks good live, even though Wayne's not in it. Rest in peace, Wayne. It was cool how like my coworkers are with streaming. They're like, "Are you streaming right now?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, cool, Max. Have fun." Not like, you should be working. Well, you know it's lunchtime right now, but you should be working. Golly. Disturbed. Have any of you guys seen Disturbed? All right, hit me with it. Let's hear it. Korn is actually from they're from Bakersfield, right? And I live kind of close to Bakersfield, and there's a sign on the road there on the way there. It says, you know, "Welcome to Kern County," and they fixed the sign and made it say Korn. I think the band actually did that. I don't know if, obviously the city didn't do that, but the band itself did. I can't. I wish I could add you into this, but since we've already started, I can't. We'd have to time that. Start a Q&A. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. I don't want to do that. No. The brightness just went in the freaking tank. Is it still bright for you guys? Let's see here. Right, something for our naked being motion is related to it being Friday. Corn. I have a funny story about corn too. I'll say it while we're waiting for yours. We were on a road trip one time as a kid over the summer with my family, and then my buddy Patrick was able to come with us. And we were in like Arizona, I think. And my dad was like, "You can get." We went to like a Walmart or a Kmart. That shows you what time of year it was. Well, you can get one music CD you'd want, Max, and I picked Korn, the "Take a Look in the Mirror" album. And I'll never forget my friend Patrick being like, "Why don't you get an album that all of us would want to listen to?" And I was like, no, because I want this one. Me and my best friend since 5 went to see Ozfest, and he caught a drumstick from the drummer. And the next morning, his dad just, oh no, his dad used it to stir up paint for work. Oh gosh, that is a good one. Come on, Dad. That's great. Oh. That is really funny. I've never caught a drumstick or anything at a concert before. I'm like, do you have to be pretty close, I'm assuming, in order to get stuff like that, or? Only 8 more days till I'm finally getting a mustache and beard trim and my hair trimmed. It's getting out of control. I've screamed until my face collapsed. I've waited as my time's elapsed. Now all I do is live with so much hate. I've looked for this, I've pitched for that. I've left behind these little facts. You cannot kill the shit and I create. I've gotta say what I've gotta say, and then I swear I'll go away. But I can't promise you'll enjoy the noise. I guess I'll save my best for last. My future seems like one big past you left with me, cause you left me no choice. Dun, 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 dun. Push my fingers into my eyes. It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. Yeah. Gotta go. Oh, nice. Ace Frehley. He's in Kiss, right? Am I don't know why Kiss would be there though. So I went to Tractor Supply a bit ago to get dog food for my dogs, and the cashier girl, she was a younger girl, and she took an index card and put on the front of it, said "Make America Free Again," and she stuck it to the front of her cap. See, Jason, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm probably just gonna tune out here too, but I will see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning into the stream. And yeah, let's just tune off of here because yeah, we'll just chill for a bit. Tractor Supply at same. Oh, we did have a pretty successful stream. Maybe we'll just hop off here too. I appreciate you guys watching. If anyone else is still out there in the world tuning in, but we're gonna pop off here and kind of just chill out for the rest of the day. We still got another 4 hours of work though. Work's going smoothly. Hope you guys are going smoothly. Thank you for tuning in to the recent video if you watched it. Last video did. Oh my gosh. My 4 days ago video is going great. Or 5 days, 4 days, those are going great. The 16th video is doing pretty dang good, 75. 17th video is 26, 18th 6, and 19th is 1. Just 1 so far. I think people takes them a few days to catch up on my videos. But that's okay. Yeah, we're at 1,957 subscribers, so that's awesome. We only need 43 to go, and we'll hit 2,000. I'm sure we'll get there. We'll get there eventually, right? It's a marathon, not a sprint race. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic day. Remember to do everything. Remember to do something every single day to make yourselves better than yesterday. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Peace.